What's up, y'all? It's Amanda Seals here, your favorite funny girl, and you're watching Trill Talk TV.
I tell you though, because we're here about the women, and the trans women, I give them all types of respect. Because if I was born with male parts, and in my heart I knew I was a woman, but someone said, it's a bitch being a woman, I might have said, I'm gonna stick with the male part. I'm gonna stick with it. Only because there are things that women go through that men never, ever have to go through. We can say equality all we want, but there are certain things that men just will never, ever have to go to. For instance, like a man never will know what it's like to get fully dressed for an outing, right? We all got fully dressed to come out tonight, and you're just there, and you look good, and then you look down and you realize that your toes look like prehistoric fossils. And now you have to figure out a way to paint the toes, but you're not going to take the shoe off. So you're going to paint the 3 toes that only people will see. I'm only going to paint the 3. And you're clapping because you did it tonight. I'm only going to paint the 3, but I have to because I may not meet my husband if I don't. Like, that's how serious it is out here. Guys are like, I got a job. I'm a catch. I can show up in basketball shorts and flip-flops. I'll walk out of here with something.
I grew up on the crime side, the New York Times side. Staying alive was no child. Half second hand, moms bounced on old man. So then we moved to Shaolin Land.
So tell us about what you got going on.
I think a lot of people just know me as a host. You know, they're used to seeing me with a mic and just introducing some shit. But a lot of people don't know that I've been in comedy for a long time and doing commentary, etc. And so for the last year, I've been really heavy into stand-up and have been really getting my feet planted in the comedy world on a whole other level. So with that said, it's no longer just like, oh, Amanda, she knows hip-hop. It's like, no. I do my web series, Things I Learned This Week, where we use sketch and commentary to talk about what's going on in the world. So we did 30 episodes of that, and we're about to start a new season. And I also have a one-woman show called Mo Better Wu, where we took Wu Tang records and turned them into jazz classics, and we perform them with a 4-piece band, and I do it in character. It's a whole production. And then I also have my monthly comedy show that I do alongside host Mark Lamont Hill, and we do that at the Stand Comedy Club, and it's called Smart, Funny, and Black. And it's really just trying to show that black comics don't have to just be the same kind of comic. You know, it's like in the comedy world, it's almost like you're either a black comic that's on some like shuck and jive shit, or you're an alt comic. So basically, like, if you're a black comic that does smart comedy, you no longer get identified as black, and that's a problem. So, you know, that's the stuff I've really been putting my foot in and, you know, putting my stamp on. And the last thing is I started a show on BET.com called Funny Style, where we use humor to talk about fashion and in the black female community. Because there just isn't enough images of dope females out here. So we're just trying to add to that.
Okay. So tell me about the Mo Better Wu that you got going on. And I'm taking you a good Wu Tang fan.
Oh, yes.
So who was your favorite Wu Tang?
I mean, my favorite Wu Tang member would have to be Ghostface as like a personality. But on the rhymes, I mean, hands down, it's the GZA. I think the GZA is one of the greatest MCs of all time. And I don't feel like he ever gets listed on these like top 10 and top 5 lists. But the GZA is not just an MC. I mean, he is a poet. He is a master linguist of the English language.
So you also do poetry, and tell us about your Diva dip, because you like to do everything.
My what?
Diva, artwork.
Oh, Diva Works. Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of stuff, but I've had to really work hard to try and get things situated in their own proper places. And with art and painting, a lot of people don't know that I paint because I really like made a concerted effort and made a decision to just keep it as kind of like a hobby. Like it's just a thing that I can do. And it's not because I don't have time to do it, but it's because when you're in entertainment, like so much of what you do ends up being shaped by like the market and by like what the networks want or by what people are really interested in, etc. And I didn't want my art to have to deal with that. Like I just wanted to do what I want to do and paint what I want to paint. If you like it, you like it. So the only way to keep it safe from that was to not try to be in the commercial market as an artist. I mean, you can buy my prints and stuff, but it's not like I'm trying to be in galleries and, you know, do that hustle and that grind. And I don't even have enough energy to do that anyway.
Yeah, you do everything. Poet, comedian, you DJ also. Anything you can't do?
I can't play soccer. I can't play soccer. I just try and do what feels right, you know, and it just so happens that over time, there's just been a lot of different areas I've been able to step in that have been very good to me and that have allowed me to be a creative at the level I want to be at. But I feel like comedy is the first time that I really truly feel like at home under an umbrella. You know, like I was always a good poet and I was always, you know, a good musician and whatnot, but I just never felt welcomed. I never really totally felt like it was something I could expand completely in. And in comedy, it's like, I can be on stage as a stand-up. I can be on stage doing one-woman shows. I can be behind the scenes producing. I can be behind the scenes writing. I mean, I'm writing sitcoms and writing scripts for my BET show, etc. So there's just so many places that I can spread my wings in comedy and still be under the comedy umbrella, and that's unique.
So give some young women out there looking up to you. You're doing a lot of things, like some words of advice you can give them.
I think one of the best words of advice I can give young women is that you really do have to stick to your guns. And I think, you know, there's a lot of examples out here these days that say otherwise, that say that your integrity just really isn't that important, you know, that says that it's really about fame and glamour and money. And it's just, that's not true, you know, because at the end of the day, you have to live with yourself and you want to be able to look at yourself in the mirror and be happy with the decisions that you've made and be happy with the person you are. And when you give away pieces of yourself for very small, pointless things in return, you don't get that back, you know. And so as a creative and as an artist and as someone in the limelight, it's just really important to stay true to you and to not let the Instagrams and the Facebooks and the reality shows, etc., turn you into someone that you don't want to be.
I'm saying, so what's your next show coming up you got coming on?
Well, I have Smart, Funny, and Black coming up every last Friday of the month. So, you know, if you're in New York City, you can come check that out. And we're working on bringing it to other cities as well. And if you can't get to any of those cities, you can also check out Smart, Funny, and Black every month on comedyhype.com. And for other shows that I'm doing, like Mo Better Wu, etc., stand-up, you can always go to amandaseals.com.
Okay, how people get in touch with you on Twitter and Instagram?
It's real easy. You can get in touch with me. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. It's Amanda Seals. That's it.
You know, I don't want to keep you up because, you know, you got like 1,000 things to do.
I'm running today, man. I'm running.
So I appreciate you coming through.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And good luck with everything.